Hello there folks, it is TIJ Gaming and welcome back to the Neil Robertson Pro Career on Snooker 19. It is time for part 8 of the new season today and the first round of the Yushan World Open. Now we did go through the qualifiers. I think it was Bassem Altahan we played, but unfortunately I didn't get a screenshot from that match. I just didn't get the option to get the summary sheet for some reason. Potted the last black. I think we beat him 3-0 or 3-1. It wasn't a decider like the Riga Masters. In fact, I think it was 3-0. But nevertheless, we are through to this best of 5 against Tepchire Unnu, which we're going to get straight on with today. No mucking about. Now, we played against Unnu in the last 64 of the Gibraltar Open, and that was the last tournament that we got to the final of. So, could be a good omen here. And something that's really good for us is we haven't actually played in the Yushan World Open since Season 1. So anything we earn from this tournament, because of course we've got the 2-year ranking system, anything we win from this tournament in terms of prize money, it all goes on to our ranking list, all goes on to our ranking money. So that is going to be a big benefit for us in this tournament. Simply put, I just didn't realise in previous seasons that this was such a lucrative tournament. I think it's 80,000 for the winner. It's certainly around that ballpark. And considering other tournaments we played in, like the Paul Hunter Classic, that have got, I think the Paul Hunter's probably the smallest of the year. I think it's 15k for the winner. I think that's the next event if we drop out of this quickly. But a quick best of 5 today. If we do get through to today's match, the next episode will be a best of 5 as well. We'll play a medium length match, and then should we get into the last 16, we will go for a longer match. As I said, in the smaller tournaments, I'm going to play best of 5s until the last 16. Bigger tournaments, so home nations, etc, etc, will go long matches from the last 32. But an aggressive break off from Tepchire, but doesn't leave anything on, so just a nice safety from us. The same sort of shot played by our opponent. And it was tough to take, losing last time to Ding. I think that we did acknowledge, though, that we played a few silly shots. But it was a good start to the season. Last year we only got to the last 16 of the Riga Masters, so that's a massive improvement. And obviously we've got no form in this event, so again, we'll just have to see how we get on here. That is not the best safety. The line did look a bit peculiar. And this is going to be, at least anyway, I think, yep, it is going to be the first chance of the frame. Looks like a good pop chance to the middle pocket.
Nicely on the blue.
Cue ball just hasn't ran though, has it really? Interesting. We've hit that harder than I'd have expected, and it's actually gone absolutely nowhere. So that's an interesting one.
Wow, bad miss.
Would be recoverable if we potted the blue. I thought that was a bit of a dodgy one.
Neil Robertson.
But no, I thought we'll be okay. But as you can see, we got the angles all wrong. Worrying signs at the start of this match.
Tricky pot, no doubt.
Haven't been punished for it yet though. But at this pace, you wouldn't think he'd miss the first red. Yep, it's there.
Excellent pot. Superb.
Don't think the black's on here, so you're going to have to play the pink to the centre pocket.
Doesn't want to overhit this.
Should have took more from that chance, really.
7.
Disappointing, but that's the way it goes. Good pot on the red there. And he opens up the black nicely to the corner pocket.
8.
Smart move.
15.
And this is a good opportunity now. I think it was on our initial shot to play too hard on the red, which didn't actually get us anywhere near the blue. And that's why the shot was a little bit trickier than potentially first expected.
15.
This is an early chance for Unnu to get on the score sheet. If you can get the black here, the natural curve of the cue ball will just go into these reds. But no, just playing it nice and slow, which is fair enough. Not whacking into them and potentially giving a chance away if it goes wrong. He's got his choice for a few reds here. He's going to play the straight one, no real surprise there.
24.
Opting for the blue now, try and get that back onto its spot. He's actually not. He's not going for that. He's going for the green. Which was a lot of a brave... It was a real brave shot, that was. A lot of ground for the cue ball to cover to get back in position, but did well to get back on the red. But unfortunately, the fruits of his labour have not been successful. And he's certainly not got any fruit for his labour. I don't know what the phrase is there. The whole fruits of labour thing. I don't know. Not worth worrying about, is it?
With plenty of power.
But got away with it a little bit there. Has to be said. Did play a few poor shots and, well, you know, certainly not out the woods yet. It's not all over in frame number 1.
9.
He just wants to slot this into the middle pocket. And in
Good
it
pot.
goes.
Got a few chances here. Either to the centre pocket or the corner pocket. Well, we intended the corner pocket first off, so that'll be the smart shot to play, I think, here. Just get our cue action going again. You can see that's not great on the black. So I'm going to opt for the yellow here. Not ideal, I know, but if we can get this on the side cushion,
Tricky shot here.
I'd back ourselves over a long pot. Good pot on the yellow. That ball's moved a lot quicker than I'd expect.
18.
Should still be okay on the long pot here. Can't foresee any real issue. Position's going to be the problem.
Goes. Half a chance.
But we just hope we get some decent position. Got to pot the ball though first. And a good pot it was. Just hit that a bit too hard, unfortunately. So, I think we play the yellow. I'm fairly confident in potting this. And then just hit a bit of a
Taking it on.
hopeful shot. Good pot on the yellow. Where's the cue ball going? It's heading right towards the corner pocket. Doesn't go in, but I think that's end of break. Ooh, there is a half chance here. And I'm very tempted.
He's just looking to drop this in gently.
Oh, what a pot.
22.
What a pot. Outstanding. Chuff with that one. I thought that was end of break, but that has really opened up this frame for us now. If we can just pop this blue. Seems easy enough, and it was.
Brilliant.
What about that?
And that just gives us a lot more freedom now. Not to have to play huge, long shots. Could do with getting back in this sort of position. Not going to be easy, but as long as we can stay sort of parallel on the line where the cue ball is, that's not going to be too bad. Do we getting off the cushion? Can't quite see where the ball's landed.
More awkward than he would have
It is a bit awkward, that is, I agree. But it's all or nothing here.
He's looking to pop this into the right corner.
Need good accuracy.
Well,
And we certainly get that. 2 for the price of 1 there.
on top of his game at the
The
moment.
other ball went flying into the middle pocket, and we've got cracking position on the black as a result. Well, when you go for the positive shot, it just sometimes works.
42.
So, not all over yet. Again, not out of the woods, but it looks like we didn't need a second invitation. Well, we did, but not after the one we've got.
he's lining this up into the right middle pocket.
Good pot on the pink. That puts us 23 ahead.
Excellent shot.
So, red and colour needed, and the first frame belongs to us. Might as well go for the straight blue, just to avoid any sort of unforeseen circumstance.
Nicely on.
The arena looks a bit different. Obviously, I haven't played in this arena for, a year and a half since I first got the game. Because I think the Yushan World Open qualifier would have been the first ever game I played. Because, of course, we qualified for the Riga Masters as a result of winning the Riga Masters. Well,
Just the colours now.
not courtesy of us, but courtesy of Neil Robertson in real life winning the Riga Masters the year prior. So we didn't need to qualify. That seems like a long time ago now. But the first frame belongs to us. Decent start. Not perfect, you could see that. A few poor shots. But some good snooker along the way as well. And our potting certainly is getting better on this difficulty.
He's got nice position on the
Just
blue
our
ball here.
position is lacking a little bit still.
Four.
Just hitting things slightly too hard, slightly too soft. And it's not necessarily our cue action, but where we're aiming to get the cue ball. So it's not so much how we're hitting it, but how we're deciding to hit it. The planning behind it. But maybe you could be convinced otherwise by that solid break. If we get the black, which hopefully we should, it's a solid break of 82 and a clearance of 82, which wins us the first frame.
Neil Robertson.
And that is the frame. Well played.
Always nice to get the first frame in a best of 5.
He's taken the lead here.
Nice to get the first frame in any match, but especially in these shorter matches. Not as much time to wake up, and 1-0 can quickly turn into 2-0, and this is a good chance from the break-off to potentially go and do that. But again, we've got to be on our guard. We've got to play well. It's not easy to win frames, but that's a cracking pot. Cue ball slowed down nicely there, just as I wanted it to. A little bit hard on that one, so it's not ideal. It's not as straight as I'd have liked. No, it's nowhere near what I'd have liked, but that's annoying. That is rather annoying. Should still be okay. Yep, pot's there. Go around the cushions.
The cue ball a touch here.
Yeah,
9.
did lose the cue ball a little bit. I think we're probably going to have to go for that one to the top corner pocket. I think there's no other way of getting a pot here. Yep, all those reds are tied up. So if we want to stay on the table here, it's going to be a tricky red. But I fancy us for it.
He's going for the left corner pocket.
Great pot.
Beautiful.
Good stuff.
Wonderful shot.
Good recovery shot from there.
13.
Again, could have been the end of the break, and in some games I might have gone, well, you know, I'm not going to risk it, I'm going to duck out. But on this occasion, we went for it, and could be a good decision. Tepchai not really offering anything at the moment, and if we can get this done in this break, then just gives us a nice bit of breathing room against a shock result.
Very tricky shot coming up.
That's a bit annoying though. Hit that one a bit too hard. Snookered ourselves on the black. Does make our job a little bit harder now. Good news is that one will go if we can get ourselves in the right position
Going for it.
at the bottom of the pack. Got to be very precise though and have a bit of luck with the table. That's not bad. A little bit shorter would have been nice probably. I mean, this red probably will go, won't it? Yeah, it will, so I think we'll probably pick in that one. Good shot. I'll have to line up the blue again here.
28.
Haven't quite got it right on the black. And that's why you sometimes have a backup.
Here with the long pot attempt.
Not take on the easiest shot the first time because you might be in a poorer position.
There.
And that is in a better position than it was last time for us to tackle this red. We've just got to go for the jugular here, I think. Just open these up.
Lots of power on this shot.
Got to pot the red, but I'm 99% sure we're going to do that, which we do. Although, just got to wait for the cue ball to stop to judge what our position's like. It's not bad.
34.
It's not bad at all. It's opened up a few good opportunities. Just have to slot this black into the middle pocket, which is easier said than done. Sometimes these shots can go wrong.
He's lining this up into the right middle pocket.
Yep. What did I say?
Two mistakes starting to creep into his game. He needs to regain his focus.
Got a bit complacent there.
Neil
But
Robertson.
no easy pot on from here. I think he will pot something, but there's nothing terribly easy.
Well, he's taking the red on.
Yep. Wasn't an easy shot. And, what?
Needs to take this.
Well, that's come off both cushions to go in.
8.
Wow. Huh. Very rare you see Well, sorry, both cushions, both jaws. It's very rare you see it, but unless it just went off the one jaw and went in. I saw the red hit the jaw and, well, usually if you hit the jaw of the middle pocket, it's fatal, but obviously not on that occasion. So, much like in the first frame, we got off to a bit of a start. I mean, much more of a start here with 34 points rather than just the singular points in the last frame. Ooh, he's overdone that. Just a safety. Ooh, very nearly got very nice. I don't know if it was a double or a treble. But we had given Tepshire another chance there. It's a bit of concerning. That's okay. Might well take one of these two on. They're just little tempters. But just going to play the safety. I don't blame him. Good decision in my eyes. However, I am going to be tempted to play this.
He's taking this on. What a shot!
It's a good decision. Good shot. And look at where that cue ball's landed. Just sometimes you get it right. If anything, a bit too straight on the black. So we're going to have to play with some side to get into the position we want. But a little bit surprisingly, I don't want to jinx anything because we've given players too many chances before to prove themselves. But Tepshire's not really taken his chances. He's had 2 chances which some top 32 players, most top 32 players would win the frame at. And I appreciate Tepshire's not a top 32 player, but you know, he's got a good history, he's a good player. And if things went his way, he certainly could be in that top 32. He's 49th in the rankings as it goes at the moment. So not the easiest draw for the last 64. That's why I've come back at this stage in particular. Much like in the Riga Mass, we played Anthony Hamilton in the last 64. Neither of those tough, easy draws. Both of those guys playing in the World Championships this year, so in real life. So no easy draw.
He's lining this one up to the middle pocket.
Pop this to the middle pocket and then try. Oh, we've overhit that unfortunately. Tried to get
would have wanted that under better control, really.
The red to the middle pocket, but it's not quite worked out for us. Certainly hasn't worked out. Attempts to try and play the snooker here. It's a bit of an awkward one, really. But if we just play the safety off the cush, I can't see any chance, really, of leaving any pot on. And that shot just forced him to use the red on the cushion. He has to play that one. He snookered on the rest. And he might well have brought that red into play now. Doesn't quite. Does a good job to not leave it.
Great shot. That's a really good save.
So we're just going to move it. Oh dear. That's why you don't play a bit of a blasé safety shot. Think that will be alright. Because that sort of thing can happen.
That's a shocker.
It's silly, really. But he doesn't take the chance again. And I think that's the problem with our game. I think it's been a problem in our game for a long time. We do take liberties against opponents, and when it works out like that, it's alright. We don't really look back and think of it as a negative. But if that had been someone on form, they'd have taken you to the cleaners. And you could argue that in both frames 1 and 2. Just got to get into a better mindset if we want to start winning tournaments. But for this match and how we're doing at the moment, we're absolutely fine as we're going. Just the red needed. And with that red, unless there's any upsets or issues, we'll be 2 frames ahead with a maximum of 3 to play. And we're looking good to get into the next round. I did think Tepshire would have given us a bigger challenge. As I said, it's not all over yet, so we can't particularly judge. But interesting. Very interesting. I thought the angle would have been better, by the way, for the yellow there. The brown. So that's why I played it like that. So I have to play for the blue here. And try and go on the side cushion to line it up for the corner pocket. Good pot on the blue. I mean, suppose we could line this up for the middle pocket. We've kind of gone a bit with an indecision there, and unfortunately we haven't really lined ourselves up for either or.
18.
But given we've won the frame anyway, we might as well just get a bit of practice in.
Into the left middle pocket.
Oh, no. Bit off again. Practice makes perfect. We don't have to play those shots we only have to play those shots very, very, very occasionally. So you're not going to pop them all the time. If you don't have any practice in them, it's fairly inevitable that. But a good start here. No shocks, which is good. Don't use too much of our energy up early in this tournament. That's always good, but it's not all over yet. Not all over until we get to the free frame line. I don't have to tell you what theory proves that in the World Championships last year, but, you know, you can still lose easily from having a 2-frame advantage with 3 to go. We do take, as I said, a few more liberties in these matches. And this might well be one of those liberties we're taking. There's a good chance for a long pot, but to be fair with those long pots, more often than not, we put them in the pocket. So a good start to frame number 3.
8.
I would like to get this done in one visit and get on with the next round, but this isn't an easy shot. Good pot.
That's a wonderful, wonderful pot.
Lines us up for the black. It is a risky one to take on if we miss the black.
Good split.
Black's there,
That's really
but it's a good split.
up here.
Not too aggressive. Didn't go into all of them, but the one red, as you can see here, has lined itself up nicely to the middle pocket.
17.
And what we haven't made when we've won matches in the last few tournaments, really, is many centuries. Our break building's been okay. We've got over the line in frames, but we've never really made too many centuries in Season 3 in the later part when we went on to Pro Plus. So I feel like this is a good opportunity to try and change that. Try and get over the line in this frame first. I think that's probably the most important thing.
24.
Didn't play that long enough to get on the black, so blue it is. But this is a cracking opportunity.
We know what a prolific long potter he is, so I'd assume he'd take this on.
If this goes our way, I appreciate it's not the most exciting of episodes.
29.
Not the most action-packed, but with Snooker, you just never know. So it's no good not coming back for the episode and then going, oh, by the way, we got knocked out in the last 64.
Great technique, superb cueing.
But this has been, so far anyway, absolutely no problem. I'm going to have to open these reds up again,
A lot of power.
just to see how we end up on them. Well, not just to see how we end up on them, because we need a
Bad at all.
chance at a pot. That's not a bad split. Again, it's not brilliant. I always think that they do exaggerate a little when they say the splits are brilliant, but this is a decent chance for a long pot. This would keep the break going. Ooh, no. So each frame so far, we've got to sort of this point.
37.
I think 37 was what we made last time, you know. But Tepchai is going to play a safety here. And to be honest, it's a very good one. I didn't think he'd be able to get all the balls safe from where he was. But, well, I've been proved wrong. This goes how I think it will, though. Shouldn't be too hard to get out of. Yeah, that's okay. Can't. I mean, some players do go for that shot on the cushion, but Tepchai not fancying it. Ooh. Unfortunate, though, there. Really unfortunate. For the first time in the match, I can call it unfortunate. Because he's hit the jaw of the middle pocket there.
No problem there.
That's meant that the safety didn't get back up to the bulk cushion. And it's potentially finished him off. But it's a bit of a message to us that if we do get through to the last 32 here, we do need to improve our play. Because if we come up against somebody, I don't know, Ali Carter, Joe Perry, to be honest, anybody in that top 32, I'll be doing anybody in disjustice in that top 42, but 32 by saying that they wouldn't take a chance in at least one of those 3 frames that we've had so far.
13.
But we live and learn, don't we? I'm Gonna not bother with that one that I was going to take on. As you can probably appreciate. Just didn't fancy it.
But a chance nonetheless.
But a good chance at a long pot. Can't turn those down. Bit harder than expected, but works out okay as we push the reds on. And this should be... Again, this is me getting a bit complacent, but I think we can afford to at this point.
21.
This should be game over. And another bit of a... Not a shock result against Unnu, but a bit of a shock that he's not really fought for it. Gotta have good contact with the cushion here, though. Not bad at all.
22.
Gonna go for the blue, though, here, just to make sure of business. Make sure of things. No, I'm not. Do I? No, let's get the black potted. Good pot. Not the best position. But that happens sometimes.
29.
Can't do a lot about those. But 66 ahead. I think there's 6 reds left, so 75 left on the table. So it's a tough red here, but this tough red along the cushion and a colour, and we're through to the next round. Oh, what a shot.
What a pot.
Superb
Great
keeper
pot,
control.
and we don't need anything flashy, so I think we'll just take the yellow here.
This yellow
And this should be a nice wrapped up match within half an hour. Not anything that's been too strenuous at all. Not our best match at all, but sometimes just all about getting through the matches. Do need to improve our game though in the next round.
Oh, what a shot that is.
Or else we might well struggle, but for this round, we've done absolutely fine. We've potted what we needed to. Not done it all in one visit, okay, I accept that, but it's not too bad. Not a bad way to start a tournament. And we're going to be through to the last 32, which, if you have noticed, this is being released on a Thursday. The videos are usually Monday, Wednesday and Saturday. But, is it Saturday? Yeah, that's right. But seeing as this week as I didn't get the episode of Tour de France out on Tuesday, I decided rather than deprive the viewers of that,
48.
I was going to just push the schedule back. Obviously, I only record 6 videos a week at the moment anyway, so
This is being
there is a day's leeway.
left middle
So there will be an upload on Friday for those of you who are interested. That will be the Tour de France content.
That's a top shot.
49.
And then obviously this will still come out on... so we've got Thursday today. And then I think the next episode will be on Saturday. I think that's how I've worked it. So that it's just that Wednesday, Thursday, Friday that's affected.
Here.
Oh, shame that the red missed, but that's one of those things. Doesn't matter though, does it?
Neil
A
Robertson.
nice easy win within half an hour. Nice and comfortable.
Frame.
Tep Chai doesn't really offer anything at all. And again, it's a nice safe route through to the last 32. Highest break of 82. Only 41 points in the whole match for Unnu there. Most of those coming in frame number 2. Nice and easy. And we can take a nice breather that we're not going to drop out too early. But let's see who we've got in the last 32. That could be more of a challenge. And again, I predicted it right. I said it could be Dotty, Perry, Ali Carter, and it's Joe Perry. And that is a very tough match in the last 32. But bear in mind that we only won 15,000 for getting into the last 4 of the Riga Masters. 13,000's on off for getting to the last 16. And I'm going to set the matches to long now, so that if we do get to the last 16, we will proceed with a long match. But that's a match I'm excited for, actually, the next one, against Joe Perry in the next episode at the last 32 stage. So if you guys have enjoyed that, make sure to leave a like down below. Of course, comment your thoughts and subscribe for regular Snooker 19 content. Remember that this week, this is on a Thursday, but it won't make a difference now. We'll be back to Saturday for the next release. And then subscribe, of course, to regular Snooker 19 content, usually on a Monday, Wednesday and a Saturday, or I might change it around a little bit, but generally, it will be Monday, Wednesday and Saturday, unless I notify you of any changes. But for now, thank you for watching. I've been TIJ Gaming, and until the next time, I will see you guys later. Goodbye for now.